Mr. Evans, you're here with your lawyer for a pretrial today. And so this is on one count of assault and battery, which the maximum penalty is up to 93 days in jail, and the maximum fine is up to $500. So, all right.
Days in jail.
That's what the charge carries. Okay, that's just the penalties that you could be sentenced to. Doesn't mean you will be. All right. And so let's see, when we were here. Yeah, go ahead.
Linda McGee on behalf of Mr. Evans.
So we had Mr. O'Malley at one point was representing him until December, when he did not appear for a show cause and competency hearing. So he was arraigned January 9th, and here we are back today, I guess, for those same matters. Pre-trial, there's still the matter about, I guess, show cause and competency hearing. So we've adjourned that to allow the defense counsel at the time to rearrange the competency exam and transportation for the defendant, because the defendant did not make the hearing. And from what I was understanding from the forensic center, they no longer, if you don't get there, they want you to be taken into custody and brought by the sheriff's department before they will reevaluate you. But counsel was going to try to see if that was going to be possible to rearrange the time frame. So what's your plan of attack on this, Ms. McGee?
Your Honor, I've spoken to my client about the options that he has, including if he had constipation. And I've explained to him that I do believe that he needs a competency evaluation, and that was the last order of the court under his other attorney.
Right.
My client does not feel that he needs a competency evaluation, but he has explained to me that he will agree to appear for a competency evaluation. However, the last appointment with Mr. Attorney O'Malley was too far for him to get to, and was $100 each way for an Uber. So
that's the only place we go is to the forensic center.
Which is that in Ypsilanti?
It's up there close to Ann Arbor, right?
And so he could barely get to court today.
Well, that's why what I've been doing in these cases is remanding the folks to custody to allow the jail to take them up there. Once they get evaluated, I change the bond back immediately.
Why do we even talk about it? I keep getting arrested.
What is that sticking out of your
pants? A woman named Hannah Couch. It's a lie detector check.
Additionally, Your Honor, my client would like to represent him. So
no. Wait, we're not going to be doing that. First of all, you can't make any decisions until we get to the evaluation. That's what we have to do first, Mr. Evans.
City against Southfield.
Okay. Sir, what is that in your pants? Why do you have a light sticking out of your pants?
Who can make y'all go against me? Like, okay. I've been caring for y'all since I was like 10.
Okay, first of all, what's the problem with the pants and the light sticking out of your pants? What is that?
God said all women are gods, so I do what he say. I don't ask him no questions. So
what is that though in your pants?
It's used for many reasons.
What do you got it on like that for in here?
Because you would think it's a weapon if it's in my pants, and if it's up here, it's gonna look like a weapon. So I have.
It looks like a weapon there. It looks like a piece of metal with a light on it. I don't know what that is.
Your Honor, he is explaining to me that it helps him think if a crown would on someone of royalty. I have no challenge with that, but I do want to address him representing himself, because
well, he can't make any decisions until we get a cop. Now, if it comes back that you are totally competent, you could request to dismiss your lawyer at that point.
He's agreed that he would get himself to this evaluation without going to jail.
But I don't know that they will take him. That's the problem. They send letters saying you have to.
I'm going for mayor with a 4.167.
You going for who?
There's nobody running for the mayor of Detroit.
Well, that's not true.
There's what, Miss Perkins, Miss Jenkins. They both dropped out 2 days ago.
Okay, well there's others running.
Well, why not somebody who clearly?
Sir, you can run for whatever political office you want. Nobody's telling you can't.
I'm gonna get popular vote. Anybody else go for the position?
But right now we have to, at least in this case, Just establish the competency. That's, and if you are, that won't take very long.
Ask me a question.
No, I'm not qualified for that. You have to go to the people that are qualified.
You know Muhammad Ali failed twice to go to the army, so they got.
That's not.
He took 2 competency tests to go to the
No,
army.
well, let me say this. We're saying with the, not that you see the difference between being smart and competent. Now, I don't know if he was smart or not smart, could or couldn't pass the test. That's not what we're trying to do. Competency has to do with mental health. That's what that has to do with.
Sweetheart, they took my license.
Excuse me, that's not my name. My name is Judge Johnson.
Yes, sir. More than this look.
You don't even need to say that, just judge is fine. Okay, so we gotta do this because we can't proceed with the case.
Actually, a guy.
Until it gets done.
You're a guy, not a judge. You're a guy.
I don't claim that, I just claim
I
to
know,
be a judge.
I know, but you are a guy. Your melatonin is more intelligent and valuable than all. It's no coincidence.
Okay, well, I
God
agree.
said all women are gods, I believe, because you can reproduce, you can make a child with this there. So just that genetic feature takes you above and beyond. Like you're more mentally strong than men, even though we are physically stronger.
Okay, well, I think I understand what you're saying, and you could very well be right, I don't know. But the Bible.
You can put me away for 20 years if you want to.
Sir, I'm not gonna do that.
That's just showing you.
That's not the point of this. This is a simple assault battery, maximum is 93 days, not 20 years. And where no one is saying you're gonna be put away. We don't know what's gonna happen with this case until we send you for the evaluation, that's all.
If I care about Southfield as much as I do, then we have a lawyer who's going against an innocent person, adding things on. This attorney could have called me a John Doe or Jane Doe. This attorney said that assaulted and battery of Hannah Castro, which if that rumor gets around in my religion, not only in mine, I won't be whatever it's called when Jehovah's Witness, but you will be silenced. If you already
For the
silenced.
record, I'm advising my client to stop talking.
Yes, if you are already silenced, then they will add it, they will find another harsh thing for you to pay your fines or to pay your sins for forgiveness. I never hit no girl. It was 3 guys who attacked me.
Okay, well, you know what, you need to be discussing that with your lawyer, not us, as to what your plan is for your defense.
And he does have a defense attorney, but we have to get past the
Competency first, and I'm just looking at the letter, I found it. Okay, and this was from, we got it September 24th, it's dated September 19th. And what it says is that pursuant to MCL 330.2026(1). This is a requested detention of the defendant for completion of the exam without hearing. If the court honors the request and orders detention for completion, please notify the forensic services and put in the line evaluation scheduling and give us an email. We will coordinate promptly for the sheriff to evaluate the defendant via video with the defendant at the jail or for transportation to the center for completion of the exam, which will typically be in a single day appointment. Otherwise, we will take no further action.
Y'all should take all the money that Xfinity is trying to break us up.
Let me say this.
If Xfinity is lying, they have to pay Southfield. Because Southfield taking up for Xfinity. If Xfinity is lying, y'all gotta pay Southfield.
Okay, hold on, sir. You talking about
that's enough money
I'm talking about
to take care of our crime prevention unit
hold on.
and our invention.
Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? We're not talking about the case. We're talking about just getting you for an evaluation. The next paragraph says, given the high rate of unused appointments due to defendants' no-shows, within the context of the high number of defendants awaiting evaluation, it is not feasible for the center to repeatedly schedule defendants on bond who failed to comply with the court's order to appear. If this is unacceptable, if you have any questions about scheduling or other evaluations, contact the team at the email provided, so they're not doing nothing until I detain, basically. It's the way it sounds to me.
Your Honor, having heard the letter, can the court, if the court detains him, can it be for they said they can do this within a day if you detain? Is that what I mean?
The problem is, they have to talk to the jail once he's detained. So then they'll set it up, and it says it takes 1 day to evaluate. Either they'll schedule him to go up, or they will do it on a video conference if they can. Then I always advise, the way I've done it is I advise the defense counsel, because you get notified of the date of his evaluation generally too, to let me know, and I will change his bond back. My intent is just to keep him so that he can do it. If it's 2 days or 3, great, and then we'll just get him back out. So,
okay, I understand what the court's saying, but on his behalf, I can't agree with that, Your Honor.
Right.
Especially with them saying.
Well, put it this way, if he doesn't go this way, this case is stagnant. We can't find him competent.
Could the court consider, or the prosecutor consider dismissing the case since it is a misdemeanor, he's not had any violations?
Why would they dismiss the case? And you have to talk to him about that. Now, you persuasive, Ms. McGee, you might be able to talk to
She's
Mr.
trying to
River.
save y'all, cause I mean, not y'all.
You
yeah.
need to be quiet so let her do her job, please.
We gotta find Xfinity can't.
Excuse me.
Please look at the Google reviews. You should be ashamed to even represent somebody.
Excuse me,
whose
Mr.
reviews is looking
Evans.
like that.
Mr. Evans, you are making this worse. Your lawyer is fully
That's
capable.
cool. Put me in jail for a few days to do you. But God not having this. That's the worst thing ever. I definitely didn't hit no one. I got my things stolen from. I got attacked by 3 guys. And just because they stole it, if
We
the
have
phone was
defense,
stolen,
we
how
don't need
can
to
I?
tell, we
how
don't need
can I
to tell the
court?
prosecutor the defense. That's the.
Y'all got an officer who was the nicest man in the world. It was an hour and 30-minute walk, and he caught up with me.
Mr. Evans,
And he said, I know you ain't. He like, you going
Mr.
ahead. I know
Evans.
you.
we got other people who have cases here today that they want to have heard. So you're gonna have to stop talking so that we can see what's gonna happen in this matter. Now, you're Ms. McGee, if you want to talk to Mr. Rivers about this, fine. Otherwise, I gotta do something to get him evaluated.
Judge, I don't mean to step in.
But you are?
I've represented Mr. Evans before. I'm wondering if I can be of any assistance to this court whatsoever. David and I have a rapport with each other. I don't want to step in and represent him, but I would like to admonish him to start listening to his lawyer, who is as good or better than I am, David. So start listening to your lawyer, please, just like you listened to me.
That's not how you talk to the mayor,
Okay.
even if you're a lawyer.
I tried,
Thank you,
Judge.
Mr. Jackson.
You represented me, but
Thank
you
you,
ain't gotta
Mr.
talk to me
Steinberg.
like that, though.
Sir, now, first of all, you're not.
I appreciate it. Now
You're
I
not
know
the
that-
mayor
now I know
yet.
she bad. Now I know she bad. I don't need you no more. Smart guy. Now they answer my phone calls.
Mr. Evans. Now, don't be hostile. He was just trying to help by telling you she's a good lawyer. She's got your best interests at heart. But you gotta stop talking and interrupting. That's why you have the lawyer. And if you really are concerned about a specific thing, you should talk to her before you speak.
Your Honor,
So I
I
think we
do
refer
not
him
want
for
to
forensic.
go to jail. I don't believe, unless the prosecutor is saying otherwise, if he's dismissing the case, I'm moving that he dismiss.
Okay, well, that's.
With, they haven't said that, Your Honor, would the court consider allowing me, I don't have a good communication with my client. We have had a breakdown between the time that I was appointed and today. Would the court consider allowing me to withdraw? and-
No.
Communicate with a little better?
No one's gonna be able to communicate any better because of the issues that we think are going on here. So we need to find out what's going on first. You just got him. He was just arraigned like a couple of days back. This is our first appearance.
Brought myself in
Listen.
as soon as I got it.
And I know you very well, Mr. McGee, you're very capable. I know lawyers, when things get uncomfortable, they wanna run. But,
Why can't communicate?
well, that's the problem, because you won't be able to till we
Okay.
this problem worked out. And he might be able to do it better once they determine what his status is.
Y'all must well put me in. Lock up the key up and throw it away. Let Hannah Casco Let him do his thing.
Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna,
Although it's funny, no Hannah Casco showed up on Glassdoor. No
Mr.
Hannah
Rivers,
Casco
do you
showed
know
up
the date
on
of that
White Pages.
evaluation? And I don't know if they need a new order. Let's see what, if the letter said it. Is that it?
No Hannah Casco shows up in Southfield PD, or AAA. Ross Tolan, which assigned me to clean out, y'all parking lot at the time. Ross Tolan ain't got no membership in no Hannah Casco in Southfield. Like, no Hannah Casco don't exist. I can tell you their names.
Sir,
Those
that all,
three dudes
that
attacked
all
me.
remains to be seen.
Those three dudes attacked me and it was just the same of the results.
So I just need to know if we need a new order and if they said anything about that. Otherwise, I can refer him back on the other order. Other order was from, I believe, September.
No.
August.
May 13th.
Does it sound logical? I became a champion to ever hit a girl. You don't get powers like I get. You don't get the heart I get if you ever hit a girl, past, present, or future. God is all omnipotent. He is the future. He is the past. He's way back and he's way ahead. And it's his choice. I'm his choice. I would never hit no girl. You mad because I represent the hexagon, the Megan of David, the hexagon of God's flag. That 7 humanitarian traits is David. I got them all. Is why I represent the Israeli flag. You understand? They're talking about it's a hate crime. How is that a hate crime when I got enough heart to put on a flag of a country that's
Doesn't
supposed
say
to be
here,
being
Mr.
bombed?
Rivers, that they need another one. What it says is just that they want us to
And you do know
refer
that the
him.
natural Hebrews was black, right? You do know that, right?
So this is my, listen, I hate to say this, but if you cannot be quiet, I'm gonna have to have the court officer take you outside of the presence of the court so that we can get our business here done. Because you keep talking and the lawyers can't hear me if you're talking. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a chance to be quiet, but if you're not gonna be quiet, I'm gonna have to have them take you out of here so that I can talk to the lawyers about what we're getting ready to do. Okay, so basically it says here that they're just asking for detention for completion of the exam. They don't really say they need another referral. So what we're gonna do here is currently the bond was $1,000 cash surety or 10%. So right now, I'm gonna change that back to, I'm just gonna make it a $2,000 cash bond. Bond is changed just to allow the defendant to go to custody.
Get evaluated. No one's gonna put me in your with me. That's now, please charge Xfinity for it.
Bond will change back to what it is now, which I believe is, from what I see, it's $1,000, 10%, which he has posted.
Put me in there with the criminals, all right. But you know how that's gonna work out. I don't wanna talk to them and tell them to be something they can't be. Hey, I need you guys to be a great man. I need you guys to not hit women and this and that. What are you in here for? Oh, I was accused. Like even 2 days. How was that? How was that?
And I'm gonna indicate, do not forfeit the $100 that's already on file. So we will get a review date. Let's do this within, can we just give us a review date? We'll just pick a date out of the air, maybe for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then you can check on it, Ms.
You
McGee,
must know
and
something.
just follow through, because I'm gonna give my clerk this email to email them to let them know that he's in custody to be evaluated. And I will send the email to them And then you can contact them if you need to find out exactly when this has occurred so that you can let us know and I can change his bond back.
Your Honor, so the court has given me the information for the forensic center. So that I can follow up.
Yeah, we'll get you a copy of this whole letter if you want.
Yes, I would appreciate that. And I'd like to place on the record that my client did not violate any of the conditions of the last bond that I'm looking at, which says that he is not to have any contact with Hannah Casco, no assaultive contact with anyone, do not go to the Xfinity store, no alcohol, drugs, no weapons or firearms, and he has not violated any of that, but I understand that the board has changed it so that he can get his competency evaluation.
Right, and we'll change it back. And let's see.